Yes, YouTube, I'm here at Mallory Performance with Phil Cooper, who's going to be remapping the Cupra R, and we've also got Matt Armstrong here in one of his cars as well that you've probably seen on YouTube. Yeah, a few times. But let's have a look at what you're going to be working with, Phil. Right, so say it Leon Cupra R 1.8T BAM. Well, you know what? You ran out of paint. I didn't even paint that myself. So I didn't even paint that myself. So I took it to Kino and he actually put a rocker cover on it that had some paint on it. Mine was just grubby, standard.
Oh, okay.
So it's got all the usual deletes as well, and
has it got an oil delete? It's got an oil delete, yeah. It's got an oil ring delete.
Well, yeah. So the dipstick is a bit sort of flaky. Okay, that still needs to be changed. But yeah, so ram air intake, the Badger 5 intake pipe, oil catch can. Usual deletes.
Your pipes are the same colour.
Sorry? Yeah. I wanted to do the black and red sort of thing. It's got that forged diverter valve, and I've got the uprated spring with me in case that makes a difference. I think some people say that it doesn't.
What power is it running at the minute? Do you know?
You know what? I don't actually know. And I always imagined it had been standard because it was pretty standard when I got it. But after I gave it to Kino and he fixed all of the little issues with it and he gave it back to me, it's so rapid that I feel now that actually it may have had a stage 1 remap at some point in its history.
Yeah.
And then I've just come along, I've put some bolt-ons on it. So it's got the, it's had an oil change just today as well. For remap day. Cool. It's got the 3-inch Cobra downpipe all the way to the back.
What plugs?
Huh?
What plugs?
I can't remember what the plugs were.
Kino plugs.
But they're relatively new, the plugs. They're I think they were NGKs, but they're new.
Right. Don't you like that part then? Don't need that.
You don't need that. I can chuck that off, can I?
Yeah.
Okay, I was worried about it melting. What about the little switch? Do I need to tie it up or anything, or
It
doesn't matter? Yeah? Okay.
They're built to be on there anyway.
Yeah, so the engine has been built by Kino, so it's got the Pro Race Engineering rods, he's got the Supertech exhaust valves on it, new piston rings and all that, new head gasket, new all gaskets, and all put back together.
Cool. Yeah, he's alright, you like Kino. What do you think it should run, Phil? 270-ish at a push?
Yeah.
270.
Well, the limiting factors will be that it's the standard KO full turbo, it's the standard injectors, and it's the standard manifold.
Yeah, let's stop you, I'm afraid. Cool.
Yeah, let's see what it does.
Let's see. Dinner time first. Yeah, I'm having. Well, it's meant to have 8 cylinders. It's running on 7 at the minute.
It's running on 7, okay.
Low compression in one cylinder.
R7, not an R8.
Yeah, Phil absolutely. It's a 50-50 love or hate. It's in like a hearing aid beige colour. I like it. Some people hate it.
It's definitely an interesting colour.
Yeah, causes a bit of controversy. But at the minute, everywhere you park it leaves a nice little oil splodge, but it's a nice little love puddle for Phil. It's not really had much performance tuning done to it. It's Armatrix exhaust, but got big stuff doing to it. Like we're going to rip the engine out, obviously, to fix that, and then.
So you're repairing the engine, you're not replacing it?
It's going to be probably a new block, and then
build bottom end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Build the bottom end,
okay.
And then depending on whether it's like supercharged or turbos, we'll just go from there. Phil's dying for turbos, so it'd be cool to turbo it. It's again, it's going to be expensive, but it'd be cool once it's done. But yeah, that's it. Anything.
Buy the car, he gets back by the
that's the point. These expensive cars, you buy them for cheap. There's things to.
There's always going to be things to do. Absolutely, it works out. So yeah, it works out the same.
Every bill starts at
£1,000. Yeah, that's it. When you see something go wrong, you just dread it. But it's. I love the car. Like the way it looks, it gets so many looks on the road and everything. But I mean, it's not.
People a cup of tea, though, doesn't it? Like, you
go it's like a milky tea.
Yeah.
People think like, oh, because of what it looks like, it'd be so quick. But you know.
Well,
pretty much every single car on here, literally all next to it, would absolutely kill it in a race. Like, and that ain't even a joke. Every car on here.
Yeah, but you're next to you're next to quite a number of beasts there as well, though. Yeah, to be fair.
You're part next to a few cars.
But you know, I bet you, to the normal car person to look at, they would say,
yeah, this has got a smoke.
Yeah. A dog walker come down and say, which is the fastest? They go, that one.
Absolutely,
it'd be the slowest.
So have you got like a power aim in mind with that, or is it just get it sorted?
Yeah, it'd be around 700.
All right,
Nice.
And
it
then
would be a supercar then, it'd be worth doing. So.
That's it. And it'd be fun. It's like something for people to talk about. It's one of them. Like it might not be actually financially worth it for me and my channel and everything, but it's going to be one of them things that people will talk about. Like, oh, have you heard about Matt who's got like a twin turbo R8 or this, that, and the other, and it just brings people to the channel.
Absolutely,
like,
man,
so
absolutely. That's the kind of thing people want to see.
Yeah, we want to see flames out the back.
Yeah, man.
Carnage and,
Yeah.
We're doing that with this.
Absolutely, yes, you are. Yes. Yeah.
But no, it's all good fun.
Clearly, I've come to the right place. Yeah. Sweet.
We'll get all smoke tested and test it out.
Nice one. And you can follow what's going to happen with this car on Matt Armstrong's YouTube channel, so keep an eye out for that. I'll be interested to follow that car as well and see what you do with that, Matt.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes.
That's Matt's old car.
Yeah, that's
Is it?
my old
He
A45.
swapped that car for that
Nice.
car.
Is it?
Then we've gone further in and we've put TT 550 turbos on it and all sorts of.
Nice.
That's a quick car.
That was the best car I had.
Yeah, it was, to be fair. We tracked it and everything.
Yeah, that was the best car I had, that A45.
We put it against the 140 iron track and it did well, didn't it?
You guys are so lucky to be living on a track, man. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's handy, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We
Yeah.
did a lot of track stuff as well, so it's what we're built for. Dynos in the floor, we don't have lower car problems and all that kind of stuff.
Good,
So we're
good.
built for track cars.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, man. Nice to meet you, Matt.
Yeah,
nice to
and
meet
you,
you.
mate.
Yep. Yeah, definitely do want the flames and popping and banging on that. So overrun essentially, right?
Yeah, a bit of overrun.
But I probably want it like above 5,000 RPM.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds noisy, man.
Old stuff.
Yeah.
Quiet down. That's nice.
Phil Cooper driving my car.
Been driving it for a bit.
Thanks for checking that, Phil.
It's all part of the session.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what we do for all of them. Mainly these 180s because they just come with leaks.
Yeah, especially with older cars and
Yeah, if you're setting the fuel up and things like that, and you're setting the fuel up with a leak, it's going to be wrong. And then
Of
you
course.
fix the leak, and
Yeah.
your fuel's wrong again. So it's
Yeah.
you've always got to make sure.
So it's finally happening, guys. The Redline Revs St. Leon Cupra R is here with Phil Cooper and Matt Armstrong at Mallory Performance, and it's getting remapped right there behind those closed doors. I cannot wait.
Great.
247.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it's been remapped before then?
Has it been remapped before, Phil? No.
No, that's just the bolt-ons giving me
Very well.
not bad. So we made 247 brake horsepower on the first run, which is not bad at all. Phil says it's not been remapped in the past, so that's just all the bolt-ons taking me from 225 to 247 bhp. Not bad at all. So here at Mallory Performance, first dyno run, and we've done 247 brake horsepower, and the car is on the factory standard map, so that's not bad at all. These are supposed to be 225, so I guess all the bolt-on modifications that we've done the downpipe, the exhaust system, the intake, the Badger 5 turbo intake pipe, all the deletes, Wellycoolers on there. But all those bolt-ons and all those modifications have taken us from 225 to 247 without even having it remapped. So here it comes. It's getting ready for stage 2. Time for stage 2. Let's see what it can do.
We got on the video, it's 272.
So the mapping is done. We've made 272 brake horsepower. 272, that's not bad at all. I'm definitely happy with that. So Phil Cooper's done a fantastic job with remapping that car. It's doing 272 brake horsepower now, and I'll be honest, when I first started driving it since the remap, it was a little bit scary. I have now got used to it, and it's brilliant. It's everything that I wanted from it. And there's going to be a lot more content coming out, driving videos on the stage 2 map, people's reactions, popping flames and things like that, all that kind of good stuff that you want to see. So stay tuned to Redline Revs, as we like to say. Stay tuned. And I rate Phil Cooper. He's a nice guy. He's got a lot of useful information on YouTube as well on his own channel, so check out Phil Cooper on YouTube. In particular, he's got a video that's really useful for anybody who's looking to tune their 1.8T. So check that out on Phil Cooper's YouTube channel. It's a really, really useful video. It goes through all the do's and don'ts of the mods that you should do in preparation for tuning your car and bringing it to someone like Phil Cooper at Mallory Performance to remap it. So there's lots of very valuable information in that video itself, and I'm gonna link to that in the description of this video so you can find it easily for yourself. And also check out Matt Armstrong as well, who's always working on very interesting projects. But yeah, if you're looking at remapping these cars, I rate the guy. Phil, check him out. Mallory Performance, that's where it's at. They've completely transformed the Redline Revs Cupra R, and I'm really, really happy with that. So hope you all have a good holiday season. Stay safe out there and stay tuned, because there's a lot more to come. This is Redline Revs.